my tram. I'm heading home. Alright, here we are. I'm on my way to date number 2 to see Danish guy in St. Kilda at a very fancy restaurant. So it's a very formal date now. I wanted it to be casual in the afternoon, but it just happens to be at night, and I'm dressed like for a funeral by mistake. Because of course I was running out of time because I was out and about all afternoon. If you haven't seen my last episode, then yeah, if you watch that you will see I was like out and about all day, and I'm actually quite tired now, but I'm sure I will wake up once I see the guy. I hope I recognize him. That's always like what I'm worried about most. What if I say hello to the wrong guy? That would be so embarrassing. Alrighty, I'm on time. And is he texting me? Ah, that's another guy texting me. It's been busy, but I think after this experience, people are hearing me talking about dating. I think after this, I will just get rid of the Bumble app. So no matter how this date goes tonight, this might be my last one. Stay tuned, we will see. Are we really doing this again? I guess it's happening. Alrighty, so I'm going home from my date, and it went really well. He's a very nice guy. We got along so well. We have a lot in common, and he already said he wants to see me again. So yeah, that was a good date.
Say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about. Have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, from another round. I'm legend bound, can't stop me now. You don't wanna fuck with me. A slow burn like a disease.
Hello you guys, good morning. I mean, well, yeah, it's just past noon right now, which you would not believe because it is so dark out there. It's raining, the whole building has been shaking again in the wind all night long. It's been crazy. It's winter here, and all I want is to go to New York because I see New York vlogs and it's summer there, and I'm just like jealous. I wanna go. So I'm probably gonna book a New York trip at some stage this week, but first I've got so much work to do. But even before that, we are here to talk about last night's date. So, where do I start? I think I realized it would have been good to go into this knowing at least approximately what I actually want from it. And I do not know what I want from it, from the dating experience. Do I want a relationship? Do I just want to prove to myself that I don't want to be with anyone? That might be it, now that I'm thinking about it. Alrighty, so that being said, the date yesterday. After the first enthusiasm, I've been thinking a little bit. So, and that's, again, not really a reflection on him as a person. It's a reflection on us together. So when I talk about red flags now, it's not about him having red flags as a person. Those things that I experience as red flags might be exactly what another woman wants. Just to say that up front, because I'm not here to judge people. I'm just reflecting on my date yesterday. The positives, we were at that restaurant from 6:30 until they literally kicked us out. They put all the chairs on the tables already, and we were like the very last people there because it was freezing cold out there and windy, so we didn't really want to go for a walk. So we were just sitting there and we had so much to talk about. Like there was not a moment where we weren't like, oh my god. And so that was great, and we discovered so many things about each other that we have in common. But there I learned to be careful with those things, because We had good chemistry from the second I walked in there. Then you look for good things to reinforce that. And I'm not gonna fall for this time. So yes, of course, we're both musicians, we're both very independent, which also is a question here, if that's actually a good thing, because this is dating. We were both talking about how awesome it is to be single and to do whatever we want, and how amazing it is to travel by ourselves, which is great, we understand each other there. But then again, the point here is to date. And if we're both bragging about how we love being by ourselves, yeah, I guess that should be a red flag for him and a red flag for me. Or does it mean that we could have like a very casual relationship where we both do our thing? Is that something that really works? The other thing is, and that might be karma, and that was really interesting to see him. He talked a lot about how interesting his life is, which is something that I usually do. So now I've been at the receiving end of this, and his life is interesting, and I hardly got a word in, and that never happens. Respect. I mean, maybe he was just nervous, and he is exactly like me, that he overshares when he's nervous. That's probably what it was. Yeah, because for example, he was talking about that he does acting as well. And I said, like, as a joke, I was like, okay, so if you're an actor, you're hired for my YouTube channel. And he was just like, and then continued talking about his acting. He did not ask, because usually the question that I get right away is like, what's your YouTube? And people are like, they want to know. And he had absolutely no interest in that, which is cool in a way, because I brought it up, but he is not interested in it. So all good. I mean, I don't have to disclose what I'm doing here. I mean, he did ask me a few questions. As soon as I started to get into the answer, he came up with something about himself, and and I realized that's what I do a lot, and I'm trying so hard not to do that, because you wanna listen to the other person, and I did last night, also because I had no choice. The red flag for me is, and I usually dance around that topic because I don't want to lose subscribers, because people have issues with that, but I'm just gonna address the elephant in the room. So I don't eat animals or animal products. We were in a restaurant that is, I thought it was completely vegan, but it has a few vegetarian options. Anyway, so he asked me, he said, so what's the difference between vegan and vegetarian? Which I'm sure for like 99.9% of people in this world is absolutely not a red flag and not a problem. For me, I was like, it just shows me that he never put a thought into animals and the planet, because otherwise he would already know. That could be a big issue if we really start dating. Since relationships are already really hard, and there's already so much to argue about in relationships, especially between two people, and I think he is a lot like me. Again, we found a guy who is like stubborn, set in his way, knows what he wants, sort of like has his life, and probably is not gonna follow me and like do things that I wanna do and be like a little puppy dog. I'm also not a puppy dog, so it is just easier to be in a relationship with someone who is just like, oh wow, you're so amazing, what would you like to do? And I'm happy to do what you want to do. You know, people like that, even though that's boring, but that's just easier. I want someone who knows what they want, and I don't mind a little bit of conflict, because you can grow from that, and it's good to have like a mirror in front of you. So I like that challenge. Is it a little bit too much of a challenge with him, especially because people eat 3 times a day, and I don't see myself like being okay with someone eating an animal next to me. Please don't unsubscribe. I tried to avoid this subject so far, but I'm not sure if I should not cut this out. Anyway, I might be brave and keep this in. That being said though, we both don't want to have kids, we don't want that responsibility, which is awesome. He likes to travel, and he's cute. He's good looking, And at some stage he was like looking at me like, he gave me that really, really long look. I can tell that he probably, didn't hate what he was seeing. I think this is why I was very excited right after, because I did not expect to have a good time, and we did have a good time. And in the end, then because it was so cold, I think that was a problem. He offered to drive me home, but because he lives in completely the other direction, I didn't want to bother him. But then again, maybe he offered me more than just a drive home, and I misunderstood. Now the question is, I'm a little bit scared because I do like him, and I think there's potential there. When I reflect now on past relationships, when I'm really honest with myself, I can say that always on the very first date, the red flags were there and I just ignored them. That was the case with my ex, sorry to bring that up again. But the thing that he said, that also our first date was awesome and I instantly liked him, and I told him that the problem with me is because I'm very direct and I sometimes overstep and I don't know boundaries and I overshare, and because I'm Austrian, I'm sometimes not phrasing things in a very sweet and nice way. I'm just like saying things as they are, and it comes across a little bit brutal sometimes. And I told him that on the first date, and I said, I hope you're not very sensitive, because then there might be misunderstandings and you might get upset a lot. And he said, well, I am very sensitive. And because I didn't want to hear that and I didn't want to see a red flag because everything else was so awesome, I was like, she'll be right, mate. And this is exactly what broke us. Me just being like out there and like being a little bit upset and letting him have it, and him being like, I can't deal with it, and getting scared, and because he's sensitive. And I could have, after the first date, I could have said, okay, you're really nice, everything is awesome, but I think it's not gonna work out. But then I would have missed out on the good times too. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, you see the red flags on the first date. You do see them. You do see them. You just want to ignore them sometimes. And now I'm in the same situation again. My plan is to see him one more time and then see how it goes, which is of course very dangerous and stupid. I'm playing with fire here. Yes, I lit some fire also because it is so dark. And I mean, it is literally, just about 1 p.m. now. So it should be, there you have it. See, I'm not lying to you. It should not be that dark. But it's okay, I have so much to do here anyway. I need to edit last week's video, so that should be out by the time you're seeing this. Yeah, so that's my reflection on dating so far. I just want to be left alone. And I just don't have that instinct that I need to be with someone. I don't have it. What I do have though is a lot of love to give. And I have no one to give it to. I mean, I can give it to my plants. Oh, it's very dry, it needs some water, hold on. Alrighty, I gave it some water. So now I gave it some love. I love your plants. Alright, so that's my love at the moment. Good thing the guy doesn't care about my YouTube channel. But I mean, I'm not gonna say anything bad about him. I'm not gonna disclose his identity. And I don't think this is gonna go anywhere because I think I know better. But then again, he was cute. And he dressed really well. I think he also liked the way I dressed, like my funeral outfit. So there was chemistry, let's just put it that way. New York. New York is always the solution. So I might just book myself a trip to New York. Just get out of here. Well, stay tuned, guys. Thank you for listening to all this. I don't know if it was entertaining or if it's like helped you in any way with decisions on dating. But I also spend too much time now on that app. Time that I should spend on myself, improving myself, because in the end I only have myself. In the end I need to love myself, and I'm not looking for love from out there. I don't need recognition from anyone anymore. So I should delete the app. That's the conclusion we're coming to. I don't know anything. Anyway, let's just talk another time, and I need to actually start working now. Good morning. It is the next day. What day is it today? I think it's Wednesday. And I've been editing all morning. Actually, I've been to the gym and had a very healthy breakfast, and then I've uploaded these episodes that I just watched back now. That's me without makeup. The weather has been absolutely horrible. It's been raining on and off, and they're just filming down there. And that poor model, because I know how cold it is, because I've actually been in the outdoors spa. I wanted to swim in the pool. After doing my workout and being really warm, I was like, yes, I can do it. But as soon as I walked out there, I was like, there's no way I'm getting myself into the pool. Yeah, I just sat in the spa. And the problem is it's really nice and warm, but then getting out is really tough. So I was like stuck in there for like 3 rounds. And then I was like, oh my God, I have to get out there. Anyway. Now I have a T2 order, click and collect T2 order. So I'm going to T2, which is Australia's biggest tea store, if you don't know. And I'm hoping to get sponsored by them one day, because I'm an addict and I always drink their tea. A tea addict, just to confirm. So I'm heading there now to pick up 3 teas. Maybe we will grab a matcha latte on the way. Since I will go to Melbourne Central, that's where the cool kids hang, and I will definitely be able to find one there. So I'm very, very confident this time. Let's see how we go. Yes, it is that cold out there. I might as well have stayed in Austria if I wanted cold winters like this. And it actually, earlier, it looked as if it was snowing, but I think it was just a lot of wind blowing raindrops around. But for a second I was like, ooh, at least it's snowing, but it's not. That's the problem, it gets really cold, but does it snow? No. I still love Melbourne though. It's so cold out there, it's not even funny anymore. My nose. Alrighty, I'm at Melbourne Central now. And I just joined a Facebook group, Melbourne YouTubers. I just came up with the idea. I was like, now that I met one, there must be more of them out there, and I wanna do meetups. What a glorious idea. So maybe there will be collaborations coming here on this channel. But first, matcha latte is coming, and then a quick update of my dating life. At least they're heating in here. So I could maybe manage an iced matcha latte. Also, I think I should take myself to the movies at some stage. On a date with myself. And I just found T2. I didn't even know where it was, and I wasn't even looking, because I was looking for matcha latte. I know I say that too much, but maybe I should just name my channel matcha latte. But anyway, found T2, gonna pick up my tea order now. Hi, I have a click and collect order. Vicky? Yeah? There it is, and I forgot that I got free gift wrapping. Because I'm a member, obviously, and yeah, like gift wrapping is for free, and I was like, well, I mean, it is for myself. But I mean, if it's for free, and look how pretty it is. I love it. Alrighty, and now you know where I'm going, you know. Okay, so I found something really cool that I didn't know existed. There is something called Monopoly Dreams 4DX Theater, and it is very cool. I don't know what it does, but it looks cool. And there is a Monopoly Dreams cafe, and that looks very cool. And you know what I want in there. Let's see if they have it. Thank you. success. Finally. Pretty good. Very nice matcha latte. And there is another really cool tea place here that I will try next time. Also, guys, I've watched a video of a New York YouTuber, and she made a video about trying all the matcha lattes in New York. So, if you would like me to try all the matcha lattes in Melbourne, I'm up for the challenge. Let me know if you would be interested in a video like that. I'll do it for you guys and for myself. And I mean, the crazy thing is, like, a few months ago I didn't even like matcha, and now I developed sort of an addiction. And yeah, I think there's lots of places here. So much to explore here in Melbourne. This is the lowest level here of Melbourne Central, and I've never been here before. And this is where they hide all the really cool places, I guess. Now I found them, and that's the place there. Oh my god. Very, very tempting. I will definitely check that out very soon. So stay tuned. What else do we have here? How have I never been here before? This is really cool. This is a little bit like Tokyo here. Like Tokyo or Hong Kong or something. Definitely has like some Asian vibes. I guess we can all agree that Melbourne is trendier and cooler than Sydney. I mean, cool in every possible way, because it's freezing as well. Okay, it's dark outside now. I think I'm heading home. I want to make like an eggplant curry or something. And I wanted to give you guys a dating update. So nothing has happened, and I haven't heard from European/bass guitarist guy. I was thinking of maybe texting him, but I mean, he said that he's gonna be crazy busy all week. He said that up front. Nice exit strategy, but I think he really meant that. I do believe that it's true. Oh my god, it's completely dark. Night has fallen upon Melbourne. I have spared a thought about him, to be honest. He is interesting. I do like him. Am I crazy in love with him? No. But there is potential. That's all I'm saying. So let's wait and see. And there's my tram. I'm heading home. Thank you guys for watching this episode. I love you. Please, you know the drill. I mean, yeah, I would love it if you subscribe if you haven't yet. And even a thumbs up if you didn't hate this episode too much would be very, very appreciated. Alrighty guys, see you in the next one.